Leviathan, the dreaded legend of the seas. Leviathan, the colossal monster from the Bible, is not merely a creature of the deep, but also an embodiment of destructive power, spreading terror across generations who have heard its tale. As one of the most powerful demonic symbols, Leviathan is said to be one of the 7 princes of hell, the gatekeeper to the dark world. It doesn't merely symbolize envy and jealousy, but also absolute chaos, existing in the deepest parts of the ocean, far from any reach of light. In mythology, Leviathan is often depicted as a massive dragon, crocodile, or serpent, with a vast mouth capable of swallowing souls and impenetrable armored skin. The mystery of origins and bloody legends. During the Middle Ages, Leviathan was widely depicted across Europe as a gigantic whale capable of overturning ships and summoning ferocious storms. Some legends claim Leviathan could create floods strong enough to reshape the world, destroying coastlines and altering entire landscapes. For those who had heard of it, Leviathan was not only a monster, but a symbol of chaos, powerful enough to shake the very universe. Some stories describe Leviathan with a deadly, poisonous breath. Just one exhalation could extinguish all life. Leviathan was said to hunt relentlessly, driven by its violent nature and primal instincts. However, Leviathan is more than just a terrifying creature. It also has a unique fate. According to ancient texts, Leviathan was initially created as a pair, one male and one female, akin to a monstrous version of Adam and Eve. However, God quickly saw the danger if these 2 beings were allowed to reproduce, and so he killed the female Leviathan, using her flesh as sustenance for the righteous, leaving the male Leviathan alone and mad with loss. Since then, Leviathan grew increasingly savage, attacking all creatures of the sea, from humans to large whales, becoming the terror of all sailors. Leviathan in culture and art, a symbol of cruelty and indomitable power. The image of Leviathan exists not only in religion, but also permeates all aspects of culture and art. In Victor Hugo's Les Miserables, Leviathan is likened to the brutal white whale, symbolizing destruction. In Rimbaud's poetry, Leviathan represents uncontrollable forces of nature, chaos lurking in the ocean's depths. From film to video games, Leviathan consistently appears as a force challenging humankind, a mysterious entity that even gods approach with caution. In many cultures, Leviathan is mentioned as an ultimate challenge, a creature of unmatched strength that only gods or supernatural forces could confront. With its unpredictable power, Leviathan has inspired dark characters and organizations within modern literature and cinema. It stands for dark powers and destructive desires, emblematic of figures like the Destroyer in Harry Potter, mythical creatures in Atlantis, the Lost Empire, and secret organizations in science fiction films. Does Leviathan truly exist? The existence of Leviathan remains one of science's greatest mysteries. Some scientists have discovered fossils of gigantic marine creatures with terrifying sizes and massive teeth, such as ancient whales that lived around 12 million years ago. But is this truly evidence of Leviathan, or simply an extinct marine animal? Or perhaps Leviathan is merely an exaggeration of creatures like crocodiles, or even the kraken from Norse mythology? The image of Leviathan as a fire-breathing monster with impenetrable armored skin adds to its mystery and challenges human imagination. Today, many scientists continue to search for clues about Leviathan in the depths of the ocean. Some theories suggest it could be an enormous marine creature still undiscovered, hiding in the most remote and deep areas of the sea. If Leviathan indeed exists, it would confirm ancient legends and prove that the ocean holds terrifying secrets yet to be uncovered. An invitation to discovery and unanswered mysteries. The stories of Leviathan are more than just legends. They are an invitation for humanity to face its deepest fears, the fear of forces we cannot control or explain. Leviathan symbolizes mysterious powers far beyond human understanding, a challenge for scientists, ocean explorers, and anyone brave enough to seek the truths hidden in the dark. Does Leviathan truly exist? Or is it merely the product of humanity's rich imagination, a reflection of our insecurities toward uncontrollable natural forces? We may never know the answer, but this very uncertainty only adds to Leviathan's allure and mystery. Like the deep ocean, Leviathan remains an unsolved mystery, and therein lies its endless fascination. The The legend of Leviathan, one of the most terrifying mythical creatures from the depths of hell, has persisted for millennia as a chilling tale told in the dark of night. But today the ocean stirs, and its waters seem to steam with an immense force hidden thousands of meters below. Leviathan, the prehistoric monster, the guardian of hell, a being with the power to crush the universe, now rises, breaking free from its long slumber and bringing with it the horrors of ancient times. Signs of impending wrath. It was a gloomy afternoon as the sun sank behind thick clouds. Fishermen, sailors, and travelers along the shore suddenly sensed something unusual. The once calm waves began to roar, and seabirds scattered frantically, as if fleeing from an unseen threat. Deep beneath the ocean, where Leviathan lay dormant, the seafloor began to tremble. Seismologists detected a mysterious quake, unaware that this was no natural event. It was the roar of an ancient creature slowly waking. The water began to swirl violently, forming an underwater vortex that upturned the entire ecosystem. Schools of fish scattered in panic, colossal squid fled their rocky lairs, and marine creatures parted the waves, swimming frantically toward the shore. The waves grew taller, and the once blue sea darkened into a churning black abyss, swelling relentlessly and obscuring the horizon. A frightening sight as Leviathan rises, and then the moment arrived. From the depths, a faint light appeared, the cold, empty, and fierce gaze of Leviathan. Like a massive mountain emerging from the ocean floor, Leviathan's colossal body slowly rose, its heavily armored scales reflecting the cold light from the deep, as if time and space had paused to witness this strange and terrifying sight. As Leviathan's full form surfaced, it appeared as a fusion of a dragon, a giant sea serpent, and a creature from hell, with razor-sharp teeth ready to devour everything in its path. Leviathan's body was covered in tough, steel-like scales, each plate forming an impenetrable barrier. Sharp spikes protruded along its spine, creating an indomitable fortress. Its dark blue skin, tinged with an eerie red hue, evoked the image of cooled lava, reminding humanity of its origin. From the darkest, coldest depths of hell, Leviathan's head, with its glowing eyes, pierced through the darkness, as though it was observing humanity and the world it was about to destroy. When Leviathan opened its mouth, a sound echoed like 1,000 thunderclaps, strong enough to crack the water's surface. Its roar struck fear into every creature within hundreds of miles, causing even the mightiest sea creatures to flee. Leviathan's breath boiled the surrounding sea, spreading a deadly toxic mist, and even distant ships began to melt, ignite, and sink from the wave of intense heat. The destructive power of Leviathan, natural disaster and catastrophe. As Leviathan moved, it created colossal tsunamis, sweeping away ships, submerging cities, and sending waves deep inland. Waves hundreds of meters high crashed onto shores, crushing even the strongest structures and triggering secondary earthquakes as they hit land. The tremors continued, not only on the surface, but also on the ocean floor, triggering underwater volcanic eruptions that released toxic clouds, spreading far and wide. Leviathan's steel-like scales formed an indestructible armor, invulnerable to human weapons. Artillery, missiles, even nuclear weapons left only slight marks on its massive body. With each attack, Leviathan grew only more furious, retaliating by spewing columns of fire from its mouth, incinerating everything within reach. Leviathan's flames could ignite entire stretches of the ocean, creating a thick black smoke that blocked out the sun, turning day into night in an instant. Leviathan, a warning from the ocean. The appearance of Leviathan is not only a sign of natural disaster, but also a warning from the ocean itself. The sea has endured too long under humanity's relentless exploitation and pollution. Perhaps Leviathan is the embodiment of nature's fury, sent to warn humankind that they have gone too far, crossing the limits of what is permissible. Activities like seabed mining, offshore drilling, and nuclear testing have disturbed Leviathan's habitat, awakening it to reclaim the peace it once had. Scholars and scientists frantically search through ancient texts, hoping to find clues about Leviathan and a way to stop it. They pore over the cryptic records of old religions and mythologies, hoping to discover an ancient ritual or a secret that could seal or calm Leviathan's wrath. but each page only reveals warnings of a power beyond human comprehension, a creature that cannot be controlled, a nightmare beyond any force humanity possesses. The battle for survival and final judgment. Leviathan is not only humanity's enemy, but also the embodiment of evil itself, a creature with the brutal strength to end all civilization. Military attacks now prove meaningless. Governments around the world have no choice but to evacuate areas under Leviathan's attack, praying for salvation from any supernatural forces or whatever hope remains. Survivors gather, recounting legends and believing that Leviathan is humanity's final test. Religious groups, philosophers, and scientists all see Leviathan as a symbol of judgment, reminding humanity that they can never control or destroy nature without facing consequences. Leviathan, immortal and invincible, has returned only to remind humanity of their vulnerability before nature's might. When Leviathan returns to the ocean, after sowing terror and destruction, Leviathan may once again descend into the depths, disappearing back into the ocean, but not before leaving an indelible mark on humanity's consciousness. Its appearance serves as a stark reminder of the boundaries humanity has crossed, and a warning that, unless changes are made, Leviathan could return, and next time, no one knows if humanity could withstand the wrath of this legendary creature. Is this the last time we will see Leviathan, or is it merely a prelude to nature's fury that may rise once again? No one can say for sure, but the horror and lesson Leviathan leaves behind will forever remind humanity that nature never forgives and cannot be subdued. If you found the story of Leviathan captivating and want to explore more mysterious legends, please hit like and share so others can discover this tale. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on more fascinating stories. Thank you for watching and see you in future videos.